What's going on, everybody? Underground Sports, drinking Yingling until somebody pays us not to. So, if anybody knows me, I won't shut up about the Detour. It's been my favorite mid-range since I got the Gyropalooza box. What was that? Black Friday weekend is when it came out. I got it a couple days after that. Love the Detour. It's just a perfect straight hyzer flip and just a little bit of turn at the end. Not a lot. And it's just been so dependable. But the problem is, you can only get it if you got the Gyropalooza box. It's not in production right now, and they're not telling us when it's in production. So, I have a lot of friends who keep telling me, a Detour is just a mana. Go buy a mana, go buy a mana. And I wasn't listening. And then I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? MVP, if you're going to keep playing these silly games to where you're going to slow run everything, and you're going to put us on the edge of our seats, and then we don't get what we want immediately, I'm going to find something else. So I went and I bought myself a glow mana. Mostly because I'm playing Moonlight this weekend and I wanted another disc like the Detour, and I have to take my glow tape off. So now there's a chance MVP might lose a sale on the Detour if this flies just like it. Also, stick around to the end of the video and we're going to do a sneak peek of the Kevin Kiefer signature stamp discs that are coming into Spin City. They were actually there when I showed up today. They will be available in 2 or 3 days on the online shop and in store. So let's go to the field. I'm going to throw the Detour. I'm going to throw the mana. It's a little windy out here. It's about to storm. But under the same conditions, if the mana is supposed to be the same, it should do well. Now, just real quick before I go out there, I do want to see the flight profile and just kind of show you guys. They do seem pretty similar. I can see it. Other than the little gyro rim, their special technology, the profile's pretty close. Alright, it's pretty windy out here, but like I said, if they're the same discs, I should be able to throw them the same or similar. And we got a hell of a left to right wind. It's almost like when a Category 3 hurricane is like a couple hundred miles off the coast, and like we're gonna get it in like 10 hours. It's like that right now. But you know what? I got a tournament tomorrow and I don't want to film this at Moonlight, so we're doing it here. In the wind, same conditions, should do the same thing. We're gonna go Detour first. I can barely hold this. And I'm gonna try to hit that backstop that they built for me. I like that. Like I said, the flat and just a little fade. It was a little low, wind's kind of pushing it around, but a little flippier, but I think I let go on Anheuser, so we're gonna kind of run that back. I'm not gonna throw it downhill. I'm just gonna keep coming back to this spot down here and throw from there. Alright, let's give him another rip. Wind's calmed down for a second, so let's hope it stays that way. It's exactly how I love the Detour to throw. Exactly how I like it to throw. I want more speed, a little more distance on it, but we're going uphill and I can live with it. Found it. It seems a little flippier. I can't tell if I'm throwing them exactly the same. I'm so comfortable with the Detour that I might just be throwing it better because it's more comfortable, but they do feel similar. I keep flipping that one over. Let me try to put a little hyzer on it and see if we can correct that, but it got the distance. I've also noticed that I'm getting a little more air under the mana than I do the Detour. The Detour might be cutting through the wind a little better. So I'm going to throw it like 2 or 3 more times and we'll decide if it's the replacement for the Detour or not. Detour. just such a good disc. Come on, be a detour. Be a detour. Okay. That was the first time I threw both of them. Very similar lines. I think I pushed the mana out left more, but it still finished. And it even wanted to fake back at the end for a full flight. Same with the detour. I'm gonna give it, like I said, one more shot, and I think we might be onto something. And if that's the case, I'm gonna stop looking on eBay for detours every 2 days, and I'm just gonna go buy a couple manas and pick between the two of them based on the weather of the day. But we might have found the new detour. Alright, I'm gonna try to get one more where I can replicate the same flight as a detour. And then I'm gonna do a couple power shots, because the mana did go about 30 feet further. I wasn't trying to throw for power, I was just trying to make a easy to replicate shot. But it did go 30 feet further, so that's just something to note. Now, if we can get some power on it and it doesn't flip over, this gets pretty flippy once you want to put some torque on it. So after this shot, we're gonna do some power shots. I also want to note, every time I've thrown that disc, I talk about how much I love it. I haven't said that once after throwing this. Should mark that. I don't know if it's a comfort thing or if I'm trying too hard, but I feel like I just keep grip locking that thing unintentionally. I almost wonder if I'm just trying to throw it too hard. Well, let's do some power shots and see if that's the case. So as I was walking back, I'm feeling the discs, looking at them. I keep explaining to people that I like flatter discs because I have trouble with nose angle. And if you have trouble with nose angle, there's a lot of room for error with domier discs. Now the detour is significantly, it's flatter. Not significantly, but it is flatter. I feel like it's a little thinner of a disc, which might be part of the reason why I'm either gripping this one a little too much because it's a little wider, or I'm getting a little nose up where this will correct it because it's flatter, but this one's got a little more dome, so it just wants to lift. Not sure if that's exactly what's happening, but it's something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna do one power shot per disc, unless I grip lock and do something ridiculous, it'll be it. And then you'll see the Kev Keeper brand new stamp. Let's go detour first. That's probably close to 310 feet. And I think I went off the backside of that hill there. But wherever you see the horizon, that's a 15-foot drop off. So let's see if the mana can handle as much power as the detour. I actually think I might have almost just hit somebody. Uh-oh. I need that backstop along the whole back wall. That mana is so much flippier than a detour, so I don't think it's going to replace it, but it might be a slot that I can fill. We're going to go down there and see where those ended up, and then check on that lady to make sure I didn't hit her. I might be a little worried about that one. I haven't hit anybody yet, thank God, but we might have our first casualty. Alright, so as I'm walking up to this, the lady's still walking her kids down, so I don't think I even got close to them. But from when you're looking over the hill, and then you just see it head in the general direction of where your disc goes, it gets scary. Especially when I throw a disc like that, where I don't expect it to be as flippy as it is. We also have a right to left wind, as you can see with the beard wind gauge. So let me flip you around. Detour is here, and the mana is over there, so I probably got a lot closer than I wanted to. But I'm going to say the man is not a Detour. And I even got the glow one, hoping it wouldn't be as understable as it is. I might try this again on a less windy day. I'm also going to throw that all weekend at Moonlight for my glow rounds, because I can't keep I can't keep glow tape on this and play my tournament. So the Mana will definitely replace it for the glow rounds, but it's a lot flippier. So not a replacement for the Detour, but it's close. It's close. I can probably adjust with a little more hyzer, but that's not what I want to do. I want to throw the Detour. MVP, get your shit together. Bring the Detour out. All right, now check out Kevin Keeper's signature stamp. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right.
Apparently there's a ton of
I thought we were done with the purple and the pink, but look at these Kiefer discs. These are crazy. And these aren't even the best ones, because he probably picked out the ones that he liked the most. Look at that. Spin City disc. Come here next week and get one. Or online. These will be online too, right?
Sometime
next week?
No, later this week.
Peace.